All of a sudden, it's going to hit the fan. All of a sudden, it's going to catch them by surprise. They're not going to see the sneak attack. When I say the sneak attack, I'm not talking about from the enemy. When I say the sneak attack, I'm talking about the backfire and the judgment that's coming from God in specific people's life that has come against you. It's going to be all of a sudden. They're not going to be able to calculate it like they calculate the weather. They're not going to know when it's getting ready to come. I'm telling you, some people are going to be sitting there watching TV and all of a sudden backfire. Some people going to be sitting on the plane and all of a sudden when they get off that plane, backfire. Some people going to be sitting there relaxing and all of a sudden backfire. People are not going to understand when it's going to come. They're not going to see when it's going to come. God is going to allow it. They thought when they knew, oh, we can predict it here. Oh, we can do a reading here and see what's going to happen here. God is going to blind their eyes. They're not going to be able to see it anymore. They're not going to be able to predict it anymore. They're not going to be able to block your fate and block your future anymore. All of a sudden, it's going to cut off. All of a sudden, no service. All of a sudden, no Wi-Fi connection. I'm telling you, someone needs to hear this today. You might say they getting away with it. You might say, oh my God, they getting away with it, Lord. Lord, they stealing from me. God, they taking from me. God, he's still abusing me. God, she's still abusing me, Lord. God, I keep getting raped, God, every day. Lord, when you going to avenge me? I'm telling you, it's going to be all of a sudden. All of a sudden, they try to climb up on you and they can't climb up on you. All of a sudden they just fall out and fall out. All of a sudden, God said, all of a sudden it's going to come. You ain't gonna be have to cry out anymore. They not gonna know when he gonna come. They not gonna know when your answer going to come or your victory going to come. For someone here, it's going to be all of a sudden. All of a sudden. At the blink of an eye, there's your refuge.